fascinating. Oh, hey, it's me, Jeff. Something absolutely horrible happened to me the other day. My masculinity was threatened. One of my friends challenged me to a good old-fashioned game of Bicket, Bucket, Biscuit. You know the one where you bounce the ball? He said if he beat me, I was a sissy. And I can't let that happen. That would hurt my feelings. So I've decided to learn everything there is to know about this game. Besides, I love games. Legend of Zelda, Mario, Mega Man. So what even is this thing? Okay, it's called basketball. That's pretty cool. Holy Alfred Hitchcock! This isn't a game! This is a social activity that functional people do! Oh no! Right off the back, I got a problem with basketball. It lies to you. That's not a basket. That's a net. Yogi Bear isn't stealing one of those. Basketball was made by this guy named James Naismith. James Naismith was born in modern-day Ontario. I don't know about this guy. My mom always told me never to trust a person whose home nation has a maple leaf on their flag, no matter how catchy their national anthem is. Naismith was orphaned as a child. Batman was orphaned as a child, so that's pretty neat. Unlike Batman, though, Naismith went to McGill University to study for a physical education degree. While he was there, he played all sorts of sports. He was a gymnast, he played lacrosse, soccer, rugby, but most importantly, he played American football. Woo! Yeah! America! Anyways, he got a diploma from the Presbyterian College in Montreal. He was also a chaplain, so that's pretty cool. He went to Springfield, Massachusetts to learn at the YMCA International Training School. He was a real macho man. After he completed the program, he was hired as a full-time faculty member in 1891. Naismith realized while he was there that they needed to make an indoor game. Winters in New England are pretty bad, and Naismith had a class that was confined inside because of that. College students are already annoying enough outside, but inside, it's even worse. Naismith's goal was to make an inside game, that way he wouldn't have to deal with his annoying, obnoxious college students. Luther Golick, the head of the physical education department, gave Naismith 14... Oh man, I don't have 14 fingers. Anyways, he gave Naismith 14 days to come up with an athletic distraction, that way the college students might be a bit more bearable. The game had to take up a small amount of space and must be fair and not too rough, which is kind of lame. Naismith based this new game off of one of his favorite childhood pastimes, Duck on a Rock. Canadians and their hobbies. He wanted to have a goal that was unguardable. So his original idea was to have a box that was on a pole. But when he told the janitor to give him one of those, instead of a box, he got a peach basket. But you know what they say. I wish I did. That was how the game got named basketball. Personally, I think they should have named it Peach Ball, but that's just my opinion. It's also a better name. Naismith made 13... I don't have 13 fingers. Naismith made 13 rules. And they're as lame as Aquaman. Rule 5... Hey, look at that. I got 5 fingers. Rule 5 is probably the worst offender. It says, no shouldering, holding, pushing, tripping, or striking in any way the person of an opponent shall be allowed. I don't like that. Strangely enough, there's nothing about bouncing the ball. The original game played more like ultimate frisbee as opposed to, American football! Woo! Yeah! America! Basketball has changed a lot over time. Its rules now are longer than John Adams' original draft of the United States of America's Constitution. Whoa, yeah, America! Anyways, Naismith became the head coach and founder of the University of Kansas's basketball team. He's also the only Kansas coach to have a losing record, which is kind of sad. The game became popular with colleges and high schools. In 1905, Theodore Roosevelt, the president, formed the IAAUS, which is now the NCAA. The NCAA made many basketball tournaments. In 1939, they made the NCAA National Championship, which is also the same year that Naismith died. And the same year Batman came out. Coincidence? I think not. Because of the popularity of basketball, professional teams were formed. Many of them were made in the 1920s. In 1946, the Basketball Association of America, whoa, yeah, America, anyways, was formed. The first game was played in Toronto, which, last I checked, isn't an American city. I don't know if I can trust these BAA guys. In 1949, the BAA merged with the NBL. What's the NBL? I don't know, but they merged with the BAA to form the NBA. Kind of like how when WWF merged with WCW to form WWE, but without the World Wildlife Fund lawsuit. The NBA were the professional basketball guys. They even added their own rules. After some experimentation, they added a three-point line, which I kind of have a problem with that, because that's not a line. That's a curve. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Basketball became super popular in the 80s and 90s because of legendary players like Larry Bird, Irvin Magic Johnson, and Michael Jordan. The only one of those that I know is Michael Jordan because he played for the White Sox. I have no idea what basketball team he played for, but unlike basketball, baseball is America's favorite pastime. Whoa! Yeah! America! Anyways, basketball also became a part of the Olympics. It was officially held in the Olympics in 1936 in Berlin. Now this is notable because that year marked the 100-year anniversary of the final attack on the Alamo, resulting in death of beloved politician and hero Davy Crockett. And I always remember the Alamo. America dominated in basketball. Whoa, yeah! America! Even though they weren't allowed to use professional players. However, that eventually changed. In 1992, the Dream Team entered the Olympics. The Dream Team consisted of some of the best players in the NBA. They won on average most of their games by 44 points. I still don't know much about basketball, but even I can tell that that's a huge lead. However, after this, not many NBA players played in the Olympics because it's not financially worth it, but it's still pretty cool. Basketball has been a major sport across the world for a long time, and it's existed for over a century. Yet I still don't like it. It's a game where you move a ball with your hands, but there's no body contact. I want to hit people. I mean, what kind of a sport is this? I can't believe that throughout its over 100 years of existing, there's never been a rule set that allows you to hit another person. Actually, now that I think about it, that's not entirely true. Naismith said in 1939, "I blow a whistle and the first game of basketball began. I didn't have enough rules of the game, and that's where I made my big mistake. The boys began tackling, kicking, and punching in the clinches. They ended up in a free-for-all in the middle of the gym floor. Before I could pull them apart, one boy was knocked out, several had black eyes, and one had a dislocated shoulder. I've changed my mind. Basketball is awesome. I can't wait to beat up my friend. I'm gonna go get ready. Rock, paper, scissors, lizards, fuck! Rock means rock. Yeah, Mario's better.